Welcome back to the Dawn Show. We're going to see some fire, some broken glass, and find out what it all means to life coaching with life coach and author Joe White. His book, Put Me In Coach, I'm Ready to Live. So this is all about surviving. So how do you go from, in your journey, which is so interesting to me, into where does the fire walking and the broken glass and the physicality of the therapy, where does that come from?
Well, as I listened to those tapes over and over again, I became fascinated because they were different than everything else. It was different than like going to therapy. What it really began to teach me is that there's tools and principles, mechanics to why we get what we want and why we don't get what we want. And learning how to change those mechanics and really to install them or bring them into your own life became like really the focal point of Get Life Coaching. So for, like I said, now we're going into our 15th year. For so many of those years, we had seminars and we did board breaking. But I'm always looking for how can we create change more rapidly? How can we create change that truly that sticks and becomes more than just experience? Because we've been to motivational seminars, we jump up, we get the rah-rah, but it doesn't stay with us. There's not a change in identity. So I had the opportunity to learn how to do fire walking and glass walking. And it's really as powerful metaphors to not only what is possible, but how to handle those challenges in life that are really the most important things in our lives.
So what are you doing in this picture right here? What's happening?
I'm walking over 1,200 degree coals with bare feet.
Wow.
In Madrid, that was in Madrid.
This is in Madrid.
Yeah.
So how did you learn, and this is actually an ancient form of self-improvement, isn't it?
Yes, yes. And there was a guy named Tali Burkan who is the quintessential guy who brought them from the shamans and the mystics and brought it into the field of personal development. And he started a school, he taught like Tony Robbins how to do fire walking, and then he eventually sold or moved, retired, but the school still exists, and we're very involved. I help now train people how to do fire walking across the whole country.
So it's sort of like baptism by fire. In a way, it's spiritual, it's a rebirth, right?
Well, I think it's different for everybody. Some people give that meaning, some people it's a bucket list. But the truth of the matter is, whether you walk on glass or walk on fire, it has no true redeeming value in your life. Like if you never ever walked on glass, at the end of your life, you probably won't be on your deathbed saying, I wish I walked on glass. But here's what it does do, okay? Because in life, you have fires, or glass walks, or something that you have to cross. We all will or do. It could be health, it could be finances, it could be relationship. Those things do matter. So what it does do is give you the reference points, the metaphor, so when those things step up, we don't hesitate, we don't get stuck in fight or flight. We know we step up and we handle the situation.
Okay, so we have this big sheet of glass in front of us, and coming up, you're gonna teach me how to walk across it. So what do you tell people? So what advice do you have as you would say, okay, here's what you're gonna do?
Don't step on anything sharp. We have fear. It's like a child, a glass breaks, your mom goes, stay away from the broken glass.
Right.
And it becomes that metaphor. Our whole lives we've been conditioned. Believe this, don't believe this, be fearful. I mean, what is fear? False evidence appearing real. There's a difference between fear and danger, but the human psychology doesn't always understand the difference between the two. So what it does, it helps you begin to reevaluate and really choose your core beliefs, what you choose to believe. So really, anyone has the ability to walk on glass or walk on fire, okay? But what prevents them is that fear, that limiting belief in their own head of what they can do and what they can't do. Just like in relationships. If someone's relationship isn't working, they certainly have the ability to repair, but say it's a fear of, now I gotta open back up. Now I gotta reinvest myself. And what if I get hurt? And those fears keeps that person from really engaging.
And maybe you've built up such a brick wall.
Over years. I mean, that's why I was saying earlier, kids get this a lot easier because they don't have decades of limiting beliefs and stories they told themselves of why they can't change in their head. They're much more flexible. But adults, we start believing this, and then we start believing this is who I am. It's that Popeye syndrome. I am what I am. I don't do this. I'm not this type of person. And our world goes from this big to this big.
Right.
And we think that's acceptable.
So this is the spinach, the glass or the fire is the spinach, and now he gets the strength to save olive oil. Is that the,
Yeah,
the metaphor?
It's a sledgehammer that breaks that paradigm, so you can choose to live life free, live it however you choose. I don't know what's right for you. I only know what's right for me. But we can't live in fear or limiting beliefs and to the stories that we tell ourselves of why we can't. Because that's not living, that's more existing.
Okay, so we're gonna, well, I guess you're gonna take me to the ultimate living experience. Joe's gonna have me walking on broken glass when we come right back. And welcome back to the Dawn Show. We're walking on broken glass with life coach Joe White, author of Put Me in Coach, I'm Ready to Live. So if you've ever Googled me, you know I've had a lot of drama, titanium, but this is great. I mean, for people to say whatever is ahead, it's life, and you gotta walk, and even if it's on broken glass, you gotta move.
Because we always feel fear.
Right.
The problem is, it's not that we feel fear, it's that we allow fear to paralyze us. Fear is natural, but you know what? The best way to handle fear is to go straight through it.
All right, so you want to give me a little
Yes.
instructional here, Joe?
So what I like to do, before I start, I kind of envision what I need to handle. And what
Here,
I
I'll
need
move
to,
on this side
there
so we
go.
can see you.
What challenges that we have. And then when you're ready, you're going to step on the glass. The important thing is, I made a joke of it, but it's true. If you feel anything sharp, lift your foot up and put it somewhere else.
Okay.
This is a great tool for instant meditation. People say, I can't meditate. You step on glass, you meditate. And the magic is there's over 700 nerve endings on your feet. Your feet are one of the most powerful calibrating tools in the whole body. If you trust them, they will guide you safely on the other side.
All right, let's see
Okay.
you go.
Just step up and slowly allow yourself to begin to walk. If you feel anything sharp, just move your foot. It's kind of like in life. If you meet an obstacle, you go around it, you go under it. Don't mind the cracking or the breaking of the glass. And then when you get to the other side, Kira here will help you by kind of brushing your foot off.
Okay.
Because that's probably the most dangerous thing is stepping on the studio floor with glass stuck to your feet. That's it.
Voila, you made it look so easy. So, we ready?
And now you're going to make it look more graceful and beautiful than I can.
Oh, you don't know me, Joe. All right, ready?
Yes.
So do I look at you or do I look down?
Whatever you feel is right for you.
All right, ready? How am I doing?
Perfect.
Tess Brown, my senior producer, is in my ear going, excellent, just don't cut yourself.
No negative thoughts. Tell them to be quiet. Only positive energy.
Oh. Here we come. How am I doing?
Excellent.
Yeah?
See, what we're capable of doing is amazing. What we very often do is less than at times.
All right.
And I can give you a hand here if you want to balance it.
All right.
There you
so
go.
I'm gonna put
And
my
lift the
foot
foot
up.
Yep.
Showing my bruises from the Wissahickon with the kids. Ta-da!
But you should show your feet to the camera so you see that, like there's no blood.
Yeah, there's no blood. Let's
Yeah.
see. See?
She's fine.
No blood.
Yes, no calls from lawyers or anything like that.
So where should we come? Right over here so we can...
Yes.
Can I get a big hug?
You did amazing. I'm so proud of you.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
No, it was good. It actually was easier than I thought. I was a little nervous about
But
it.
most challenges are, isn't it?
Yeah.
Most of the times when we go out and we step up and we rise to the occasion, we're able to handle those things. And it's never as dark or deep or as scary as what's in our own head.
Yeah, I think that's part of it. Should we sit
Yes.
back down? Should we take
Yes.
our seats? I'll move my shoes, put our shoes back on. That was actually fun. I think we should have, next time we'll walk on the fire.
Oh, we can do a fire walk. It's beautiful flames and heat, yes.
But the heat factor, I mean, with the glass I can see because you can lift, but with the heat, I don't really, that's amazing.
Yeah, well, it's state. I mean, flesh burns at 300. The average temperature of a coal is 1200. One of the reasons why you're able to put yourself, it's not magic powers. I've never believed in like I'm a shaman or I'm a guru. At the end of the day, I'm just a guy I've spent now 21 years focusing on why we do what we do and how we can change it. But the fire is about learning how a little bit different about how to get into that state. Because everything in life comes down to the emotional state. The quality of your life is in direct proportion with the emotional state that you consistently live in. If you live in emotions like anger, guilt, frustration, angst, you're gonna have a lesser quality of life, health-wise and physical.
And we gotta go. There's our song. Joe White, you're so inspirational. I thank you. Get out there, live your life, and be all you can be. Thanks, Joe White. Great coaching.
Thank you.